congregation because the family court judge felt we lacked a spiritual cohesion. Once Mr. and Mrs. Dandy decided not to divorce, again, we stopped going to church. Sorry, God. The Dandys apparently don't need you anymore. But the damage had already been done. The Satan Squad, what the older kids called these spinster sisters, told us God would be watching and would be very unhappy if we were to touch ourselves down there, or if we considered any sort of unclean thoughts, especially those with members of the opposite sex. They called it petting and told us how sinful touching tongues was in the eyes of the big man. From 8 years old, I was pretty much convinced God would strike me down if I touched a boy. And please don't say masturbation. I will not admit anything here, not even to Dr. McCoy. God could be listening. That is, if he's not busy with famines and plagues and the stock market. Whatever. This isn't about religion or my lack thereof. This is about me paying $150 an hour to figure out why I can't get laid. Have you considered the online dating sites we talked about? Not yet. I don't want to find some perfect guy and then scare him away when he wants to see my boobs. Hey, progress. You're imagining a man seeing you naked. This is very good, Jayne. Awesome. I can now say boobs out loud without begging forgiveness from a bearded, robed man living in a posh, pillowy cloud house. Money well spent. Are you still writing stories? Absolutely. Mucking about with people's lives on distant planets keeps me steady. She hasn't read any of my fiction, but is supportive nonetheless. A refreshing contrast. Have you diverged from your regular fare to incorporate what we talked about? The role-play situation? This exercise she gave me when we first started therapy. Think about my ideal man and imagine everything from initial meeting to inviting him into my bed. If I can't do this for myself, play make-believe. Write about other people doing these things as a means to finding myself in such a situation. My cheeks sizzle. No eye contact. Ah, so you did write something down. Maybe. May I see it? No. I sip from my water. I burned it. She stares at me. When you're ready, you'll share. I didn't really burn it. I write and self-publish science fiction and fantasy stories for fun, under a pen name. No one knows. Not even Gretchen, my roommate and best friend since grade school. I make a few bucks here and there for the rainy day fund. And I live in Portland. So we have a lot of rainy days. But writing erotica? I only did it because Dr. McCoy, my therapist, recommended it. I did it in the name of medicine. My progress in this field could make me eligible for a Nobel someday. One finished journal sits locked in my closet, in a fireproof safe to which only I know the combination. The latest journal, containing the unfinished sequel to the first novel, I carry with me everywhere, in case someone breaks into my apartment to smother himself in my underwear and steal my Star Wars collectibles. I repurposed the cover from one of my many copies of Pride and Prejudice and wrapped it around the journal, so no one will pay attention if my bag spills. Also, if I leave paper out, our psychotic one-eyed alley rescue cat, aptly named Quack, will eat it. She eats everything. I mean, God, what if someone found it? What if I died in my sleep from a hemorrhagic fever, picked up by touching the doorknob at the coffee shop, and once the hazmat team extracted my soupy corpse from my apartment, Sheila Dandy, face obscured by a thick biohazard mask, went through my stuff and found that her daughter had written something naughty? That her underachieving daughter had written sex? I'm still not sure I wasn't the product of an immaculate conception. My parents haven't shared a bedroom, or even a friendly smile since Love Boat was in reruns. What the hell is Love Boat? Google it. Yeah. That long ago. Don't misunderstand. Neither of my parents. This is really weird talking about my parents' sex lives.